is
Thank you,
recognized.
Mr. Speaker. I'd like to yield now to the chairman of our Republican Study Committee, Mr. Jeb Hensarling from Texas, 5 minutes.
A minute is what you... Oh, 5 minutes? What is the gentleman yielding? 5 minutes. Gentleman from Texas, give him 5 minutes.
First, I want to thank my dear friend and a genuine American hero for yielding time to me today. Mr. Speaker, speaker after speaker on the other side of the aisle have come to the floor to speak against the past decision to go into Iraq. They criticize past lapses of intelligence. They criticize past actions. They criticize past setbacks. They want to live in the past. Regardless of whose war this was in the past, today it is an American war. And the Democratic majority must decide, do they support the mission or do they not support the mission? Now, certainly we are all disappointed that we have not achieved the success that we would have desired by now. And I myself do not know if the new strategy will prove successful. I think it can be successful. I hope it will be successful. And I note it's a strategy that has been recommended by the Iraqi study group and our new battlefield commander. So until such a time as somebody comes to me with a more compelling strategy, or until somebody convinces me that somehow my nation and my family will be more secure by our premature withdrawal from Iraq and its subsequent implosion, I feel I must support this new strategy. I will support this new strategy. Defeat is not an option. What are the options, Mr. Speaker? Clearly many. Many, if not most, of my Democrat colleagues want to cut off funding for our troops and withdraw from Iraq. This is well known, and I respect their views when they are heartfelt. But since Democrats control a majority in both houses of Congress, why aren't we voting on a binding withdrawal resolution? And that's why this is a sad day. I mean, Mr. Speaker, somewhere over in Baghdad right now is a Marine sergeant who's tired, he's resolute, he has dirt on his face. But you know what? He volunteered. He loves America. He loves freedom. He's got a picture of his children in his wallet. His parents are praying for him. He's thinking about his wife. Who in this body, what member can go to that Marine and say, you know what? I don't believe in your mission. I don't believe you can succeed. I don't believe you can win. And I'm going to oppose reinforcements. And guess what? I have the power to bring you home, but I'm just not willing to do it. Because if I do it now, everyone will know it, and I have to take responsibility, and I'm just not willing to do that. Mr. Speaker, if you believe in something, stand up for it. Where's the courage? Where's the conviction in a non-binding resolution? Now, Mr. Speaker, we all know that fighting this war is costly. And like many members of this body, I've met with the mothers of fallen soldiers. Their burden and sacrifice is profound. But I never want to meet with the mothers whose children may perish in the next 9/11 if we accept defeat in Iraq. Iraq must be seen in the larger context of the war with radical Islam. And whether we like it or not, the battle lines are drawn in Iraq. Don't take my word for it. Listen to what the jihadist has to say. Listen to Osama bin Laden. Quote, the epicenter of these wars is Baghdad. Success in Baghdad will be success for the United States. Failure in Iraq is the failure of the United States. Their defeat in Iraq will mean defeat in all their wars. We must soberly reflect on the challenge that we face. Listen to al-Zawahiri, who's number 2 in command. Quote, Al-Qaeda has the right to kill 4 million Americans, 2 million of them children. Listen to Hassan al-Sabi, Revolutionary Guard intelligence advisor to the Iranian president. Quote, we have a strategy drawn up for the destruction of Anglo-Saxon civilization. Listen to Iraqi Ayatollah Husseini, quote, even if this means using biological, chemical, and bacterial weapons, we will conquer the world. This is the enemy we face, Mr. Speaker, and we face him foremost in Iraq. And if we leave Iraq before subduing him, he will follow us to America. Make no doubt about it. The consequences in Iraq are immense. Don't take my word for it. Read the report of the Iraq Study Group. Read the National Intelligence Estimate. Read the works of senior Mideast scholars at the American Enterprise Institute, Heritage Foundation, Brookings Institute. If we do not pursue success, Iraq will one day turn into what Afghanistan once was. Can I have additional 30 seconds?
Yellow gentleman, 30 seconds.
Additional 30 seconds.
Iraq will become what Afghanistan once was. It will be a breeding ground, a safe haven for the recruitment, training, financing, and sanctuary of radical Islamists bent upon attacking our nation and our families. We cannot wish it away. We cannot hope it away. We cannot dream it away. There will be no greater event to empower radical Islam than our defeat in Iraq. Mr. Speaker, it doesn't have to be this way. We're Americans. We can meet this threat. We can work together, vote against this resolution, support our troops, protect our nation and our children from this threat.
Gentleman's time has expired.